Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Terminator T-800 Battle Damaged Tech Noir. On the front it says, in the year of darkness 2029, the rulers of this planet devised the ultimate plan. They would reshape the past. The plan required something that felt no pity, no pain, no fear. Something unstoppable. They created the Terminator. On the front, a very classic poster of Arnold. There's the T-800 there. Now this would be the Battle Damaged Tech Noir. You likely, if you've been collecting these, probably already have the original Tech Noir, but I like the fact that they came out with a damaged version as well. We'll get it, obviously do a comparison when we get this opened up. On the back of the package, it says target identified, tech specs, model T-800 Battle Damaged Tech Noir. The Terminator tracks Sarah to the Tech Noir nightclub and makes its first attempt on her life. Fortunately for Sarah and for mankind, Kyle Reese, a soldier from the future sent back by John Connor to save Sarah and helps her escape. The Terminator suffers considerable damage in this battle, sustaining injuries to its right arm and left eye that require repair. The T-800 must remove the now useless flesh eye and rely on its true cybernetic eye, concealed with dark sunglasses. Other figures that we've got the police station assault, the original Tech Noir, as well as the endoskeleton, which is a much nicer updated version of the original endoskeleton, and I was very happy that I picked that up as well. What I am going to do is take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the T-800 Battle Damaged Tech Noir. There's more to come. Don't go anywhere. With the battle damaged version of the Tech Noir Terminator, he utilizes the exact same body as that of the original Tech Noir, which I happen to have right here. Obviously, the only real difference, the lower body is the exact same. The jacket is a little dirtier on the battle damaged version than that of the original version. There's the back of him. And I guess really the biggest difference is obviously the heads. The two heads of the Terminators. Let's zoom into those. There we have the original Tech Noir. Oh, that's an awesome Arnold Schwarzenegger sculpt. And then we have the Battle Damaged Tech Noir. Now, by this point, you see he's got the shorter hair going on there as well. As a matter of preference, now this is just only spot, but as a matter of preference, certain figures depicted from certain aspects of the movies, when you have an alternate figure like this, for me, in this case, when I think of the original appearance of the Terminator, as you can see here with the original Tech Noir, I always picture with this jacket and this shirt, let me guess, wash day, nothing clean. I always picture Arnold with the kind of brushed to the side hairstyle, as you can see right here. The reason why I point that out is because, I'm just going to put him aside here for a second, providing he stands. He may not, he never does. There we go. The reason why I point that out is because even though the Battle Damaged Tech Noir, you can see has obviously the badly damaged eye, he does also have, right there, he does also have an original undamaged face where you can swap out the heads. Now it's a matter of preference for you, but for me, being that I'm pointing over here, being that Tech Noir, the original Tech Noir, had what I conceive to be the best appearance of Terminator at the beginning of the movie, to have the exact same outfit, I would not give him a undamaged face, because again, I personally always picture the Terminator at the beginning of the movie with that combed hair instead of this hairstyle. However, I know we are getting them now, but had we not gotten a Dutch figure looking ahead, this would be an ideal head, this head right here, for a Dutch figure from Predator. You would just really need a military body and then you could do an amazing custom, but this would be the ideal head. I'm trying to actually think of other, and maybe you guys can help me out on this one too. I'm trying to think of other Arnold heads from original movies where he used this short hair. I can't really think of anything. I know with Running Man, I think Running Man, he kind of had the combed to the hair to the side along with Total Recall. I'm just trying to think of any other movie besides, and somebody will let me know down below, but I'm trying to think of any other figure or any other Arnold that would have had a perfect hairstyle like this that you could use this head for. We're getting off topic, but you know, the point hopefully is there. So for me, even though you can't swap the head out, as you can see here, I personally would keep this head as it stands, completely damaged, with the eye going on there. Just really nice sculpt. I mean, I find the paint's a little rough on the hair here. That almost this one looks a little cleaner, but obviously I really like the fact that the eye is damaged. Aside from the damaged eye, one thing that NECA was nice enough to do for the battle damage version is that you can take the arm here and you can swap the arm out with the battle damaged arm. Where you remember in the movie, he's in front of the sink and he cuts open his arm and he's making sure all the levers and tendons and pistons are working correctly in his arm. For that reason, that's cool enough that I'm going to actually take this arm off, hopefully, and have no problems getting it out. There we go. Just pop the arm off. And I'm actually going to put the battle damaged hand in, the battle damaged arm, like so. That is how I'm going to have the figure. I'm going to have, personally, as a matter of preference, I'm going to have the figure with the damaged arm and damaged face. And then that way we can still, at least for myself, I can still have the original Tech Noir on display in all his original goodness, and I can have the battle damaged next to him, fully damaged. The other accessory that he does come with is an alternate hand to this hand, as you can see, with an open finger or open hand with the finger on the trigger, because he also does come with a shotgun. Now, you know what, I don't know. I mean, for me, this hand is really irrelevant. The fact that he's got this battle damage, I'm likely going to display him without any weapons, and I'm just going to display him with the battle damaged arm and head. But if you wanted to, I mean, you could easily just swap the hand out and you can have him holding the shotgun. But for me, by this point, if you're going to swap the hand out and have this arm, it's irrelevant for me, at least. It doesn't make any sense for him to be holding the shotgun by that point. Now, in the way of his articulation, it would be the same as the original Tech Noir in the fact that he does have a ball-jointed head. And really, it's not a ball-jointed head as much as it is a ball-jointed neck. The neck and head are actually one piece, and they plug into the ball joint, which I think works better because then you can get a really nice sculpt on the head and neck and everything else. His shoulders are on a pin and socket, actually a pin and socket ball joint. He does have a hinged elbow that bends, rotates left and right. I also really like I'm just going to stop for a second. I also really want to point out, I love the fact that they've even got one of the fingers where he's working it, where you can see like where one of the pistons would have been started moving, where he's actually testing out his arm to see if it still functions. That's awesome. That is awesome. Underneath, again, is his shirt, and he has a rotation in the waist. No bulge or anything like that, and he also has rotation in the boots. Really a nice figure. The only gripe that I could make is one of the problems that NECA was doing with a lot of their original line of toys. I kind of think maybe from like the Friday the 13th figures onward. Obviously, there's been other figures before that, so I mean, you know, but I don't really like that they're pre-posed. The original Tech Noir had that as well. I just would like, for me personally, I never liked pre-posed figures. I would have just liked straight legs. I mean, I would have really loved posable legs, but if they couldn't be posable, I would have preferred straight legs versus the bent legs like this. That's just a matter of preference for myself, but overall, I love this figure. I think I love the original Tech Noir, a little bit more, just for the fact that, again, he's iconic. He's just, for me, it's either this one or it's also the police precinct version as well. But the battle damaged Tech Noir, really love this figure. I love the fact that we get the alternate arm That's just some really, really nice detail work on the part of NECA. I'm very happy, even though it's the exact same figure, I'm very happy to get a battle damaged version of him. The battle damaged version of Tech Noir T-800, I'm going to give him a 7. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Terminator figures. We're looking at the T-800 battle damaged Tech Noir. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.